Hey everyone, so in this video we'll look at how to identify stocks which are above, let's say, the 30 WMA, that is in stage 2, or above a critical DMA, that is 200 DMA, which a lot of people use to identify long-term trends, right? So we'll look at which are the stocks above these levels and also which are the stocks which have kind of crossed it, right? Crossed that 30 WMA or the 200 DMA today in the last trading session. So we'll identify them from charting, that which are these stocks, making use of a few screeners, right? So in this video I'll explain how to build that screener, right? So what you'll do is this is the charting screener. So usually once you go to charting, this is what you see. You'll go to create scan. So from create scan, what you'll do, you will add a filter here. So what we will do is close the closing price, that should be greater than or equal to, whichever you want, you can use that. Here we are looking at simple moving average, right? So the simple moving average we'll look at, and daily close for that simple moving average, if we are taking into account 200 DMA, which a lot of long-term players kind of use to identify this, which the trend is bullish in a stock or bearish in a stock. So if usually the price of the stock is about 200 DMA, we will say that the trend is still bullish. So here what we have done to identify which are the stocks that are above 200 DMA, and then you will say run scan. So once you do that, here you will find that there are 1543 stocks which are above 200 DMA. That means they are still in a long-term uptrend there, right? And then let's say I want to look at 150 DMA or the 30 WMA, which Stan Weinstein also used, right? So you will kind of change this to 150, or let's say if you want to do it on a weekly thing, what you'll do here, instead of daily, you'll change it to weekly, right? And then say 30 week and run this scan. So probably here the number is going to change. So it is 1430 stocks which are above the 30 WMA or 150 DMA. So this is how you can do it for stocks which are already above that. But let's say I want to figure out stocks which have just moved, like in the last trading session it has gone above that particular level, maybe the 30 week or the 200 DMA. So in that case, how we'll do, so you will remove this. So again close. So the close for that particular day should be greater than or equal to, right? So here you will not be using close. What you will be doing is you will be looking at, so the daily close should be a cross above, okay? It should have crossed above a particular thing. So here what we are doing is simple moving average. So there, let's say I am taking it for 200 DMA. So what I'm doing basically here is which are the stocks which have just crossed above the 200 DMA. So these are the names. So 32 stocks on Friday kind of closed above this. So if you look at any stock, let's say Craftsman Auto, here it would show you that, okay, so the indicator, I'll use the indicator moving average, right? So not the exponential one. So SMA, right? So here it is. So the simple moving average we'll be using, and by default I think it is 20 here. So I'm going to change it to 200 on a daily chart, right? So you'll realize that the stock has kind of crossed above the 200 DMA on Friday, that is 26th of April. So these are the 32 stocks which kind of cross the 200 DMA. In case if you want it for 30 weeks, what you'll do is just change this to weekly, right? And the close is 30. So you'll kind of get all those names which have just crossed above the 30 WMA mark, right? So 48 stocks have crossed the 30 WMA mark. So these are all the names. You can even download these, right? So once you make you create an account, right, you would be able to kind of download these stocks in an Excel file as well, right? So you can do that and kind of look at which are the stocks which are moving into stage 2 or which are already above that, right? So usually those are the kind of stocks that you would want to play, and not something below these moving averages, because the long term trend in them is already bearish. Okay, hope this helps. Thank you.